Hi guys, Josh here. Welcome to Frames Per Second. Today we're here with Jessica.
Hello.
And we're doing a bit of a fashion shoot in the city. Unfortunately it's all cloudy, so we're going to be pushing some film to 16 or 3200 because it is getting dark. Let's just do a quick test from here, just so I can see how it looks. Yeah, you might go a bit more diagonal this way, so starting from there, and go. So I ended up pushing the Tri-X 3 stops to 3200. So it was a bit of a dull day, and it was a bit cloudy, and so it was going to get darker much later in the afternoon, so I needed that extra bit of light. But I did meter it at 1600 just to make sure I got enough shadow detail as well. And so I think, yeah, it turned out pretty great. Tri-X is pretty great for pushing, so is HP5. And yeah, the grain is really usable. It's not really a problem at all. Kind of like hanging off here, but even like with the umbrella. Yeah. And so Tri-X is definitely one of my favorite films. I do like HP5 when it's pushed 2 or 3 stops, but I'm not really a fan of it at box speed. So here we are shooting Tri-X because it's one of my favorites. And it pushes really well, though you do get a bit less shadow detail than HP5. I was still able to get quite a bit out of it, and I think a lot of these shots turned out good. This was kind of a fun shot, and I think it turned out pretty good, though you definitely in the blacks there, you lose a lot of detail because it's being pushed. I like this shot quite a bit. I think this has got a nice energy to it, this one too. And yeah, as you can see, I just kind of brought out the highlights a bit when I did edit it. But yeah, sorry about a lot of the footage. I had it hanging on my second camera, which was shooting color film, which you would have seen in a previous episode. And so I did end up missing quite a few shots, but I do now have a chest mount to put it on, so it'll be more consistent with the GoPro footage. And yeah, hopefully they can make the future videos better. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, so that'll probably be more the videos that come later on in the year. But yeah, it's still able to get quite a lot of detail out of this with the edits. Here we were trying to get some hair flick and movement, but it didn't really work. I was a bit too early with that one, and then this one, yeah, it just didn't turn out the way I was hoping. It's a great film, and I had a lot of fun with this shoot, and it was quite a last minute shoot as well, because I was trying to get this done before the Christmas holidays that the lab I like to use was going to take, so taking a break. So yeah, I think we shot this in late November, I want to say, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so it was kind of last minute, and style wise, Jessica just brought stuff she had and liked. And I did say get a pantsuit or like an elegant dress, because I'm going to go around the city looking at all these older kind of buildings and architecture. And I think quite a bit of the lighting turned out quite nice. Now with this shot, I kind of wish that I got the reflection in focus and not her. Yeah, it was quite dark. You can't tell in these photos, but it was quite cloudy, and even though it looks brighter here, it was much duller because the GoPro is obviously just doing auto ISO. Yeah, let's go with that. That's nice. I think we still got some good stuff, and even though we do lose quite a bit of the highlights there because of the pushing, but these shots I think I like the most. I like the hair and the face, and just like the messiness I think looks quite nice. And yeah, all I did was kind of raise the highlights, maybe get a bit more shadow detail, and a little bit of skin retouching. But yeah, I like these shots a lot. It's not a big difference with my adjustments, and that's the nice thing about black and white. There's less to really adjust. I do like how there is more contrast with Tri-X, and obviously the pushing helps with that too. but I just feel when I shoot HP5 it just seems a bit more grey, and I'm not a big fan of that. Even though I do like that with retro pan for some reason. But yeah, here the blacks really look black, the whites really look white. There isn't much of a grey to it, and the pushing probably helps with that too. But I also just like the grain of Tri-X more than the grain of HP5 as well. Obviously because we're pushing it's a bit more grain, but it's not that bad. Though later on, E8 becomes a bit more noticeable because it gets darker. But yeah, I think it really brought a nice bit of contrast, which was helped by the pushing. This location we kind of ended up getting kicked out of because apparently the people that are in the building don't like people taking photos around the fountain, but we did get a few shots in before they stopped us. And so we went to this location next. Here I do wish we had a bit more light. We had come here a little bit earlier, it would have been more ideal. So these shots are a bit grainier, there's a bit less light, but I think they still turned out quite nicely. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And just the locations are kind of common locations that you can just find in Brisbane City, but I think we made good use of it. This shot in particular, same with the color version of this shot, it turned out really nice, but we really had to make use of that light there. It's got a real mood to it, so I might edit this shot a bit later too. Tri-X is a great film, it's great for pushing. I know people that pushed it to 6400 as well, so just give it a little push if you're needing a bit more light. Now these shots I did have to go on a really low shutter speed, so they didn't really turn out as sharp as I would have liked, and I think I missed the focus a little bit too, but it's still kind of nice.
Smile. Hope you liked the video, guys. Please let me know your thoughts on the images in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe, turn on some post notifications so you know when there's a new episode. Anyway, let's thank Jess for shooting with us.
Thank you.
And yeah, just get out there, shoot some film.